Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
No topic too absurd, no statement too asinine. We are Nerdy Jersey's finest. That's right, Nerdy. I'm Mike.
I am Justin.
I'm Kyle.
Go. So, Kyle, how did your day go? It was a great transition, wasn't it?
Yeah, great. To try and get this. It's not even that good of a story. It's just an annoying story.
Get it off your chest.
So last week, there's levels to the story. So last week, I found the sample ballot that they mail you. And on the sample ballot, it says, well, I didn't find it. Joe told me where it was, and we looked at it together, and it said my polling location was in Barnegat. So for the listeners, Barnegat's like a half hour away from where I now live. It's the town in which my parents and Joe's parents live. So, so they mailed it to my current address, but my polling location is still up there. How that happened, I have no idea. Why they would have my current address in their system, but not have my polling location down here doesn't make any sense. It's a completely different county. So I called on Friday. I finally remembered to bring the slip to work with me. And I called the Ocean County Office of Elections, found out that they don't have my current address on file at all, and that is actually my polling location. I did have to go to Barnegat. So this morning, I went to Barnegat. So that was weird enough. And then this morning I went to Barnegat, went in, seemed like it wasn't going to be a problem. I brought my driver's license and I brought the sample ballot just in case. Now, when I go up, they take my driver's license, they ask me to verify my birth date, they asked me to verify my home address, and I asked specifically, so you want me to say the address that's on my license, like my current address? And she looked at me funny, and I said, my address, which is in Galloway. And she looked at me funny again, and I said, yeah, so here's my sample ballot. They mailed this to my current address, but told me to come up here. And then the woman who's running the whole, what's it called? Like that whole half of the room, comes over, and she's like, what's going on with your stuff? And I was like, I explained it to her again, and she was like, oh, okay. So she looked at it, realized that it was, in fact, a sample ballot. It was like a real thing. It wasn't fake. And so then she was like, okay, like moving on. And then they run my information, and they say, it says you were sent a mail-in ballot. And I said, no, I wasn't. And they said, yeah, you were. So, okay. Well, what was a mail-in ballot is because when I was in college and I was away from home, I used to get them, and I used to fill them out and mail them out on like a weekend when I came home when I had time. So last year I got a mail-in ballot, but this year I didn't see one arrive. So I just assumed that I didn't have one. Well, so I had to fill out what is called a provisionary ballot. Has anybody ever had to do this?
No. I just learned about them.
So what happens with a provisionary ballot is your ballot does not get counted electronically in the machine. It gets counted by hand by a pollster at the end after the rest of the votes in that location have been counted. So I had to do it, and what it is they give me a blank ballot, and I'm sorry, Emery's just being like crazy right now. Emery, what are you doing? Did you ask permission to do that? Oh, you already did it. Great. Good for you.
They always say it's better to ask for forgiveness than for permission.
She took a gallon of milk out of the refrigerator, poured it, like got up onto a chair, poured it at the counter, closed her cup, got back down, and put it into the refrigerator before I even realized what she was doing. Just heard the refrigerator door slam. Anyway, back to my original story. So I take the blank ballot, and they have an envelope. And on this envelope, they have all my information that I have to fill out, and I have to check the box of, like, why I needed a provisionary ballot. So I had to check it for 2 reasons. The first reason being that it was in the wrong polling location. The second one being that I had a mail-in ballot that I didn't receive. Well, so when you fill it out, you go into the polling booth, you put in your ticket, and instead of spitting it out from the back, a blank sheet of paper in the back to the person behind the machine, it prints back out to you, and it prints all the names of the people you voted for.
Yeah.
So you review it when it's in the thing, and then instead of shooting back, it shoots out towards you when you hit cast my vote. So I have it in my hand, but I want to make sure that I'm not effing it up. So as I'm walking out of the booth, I'm like folding the ballot in half, and I go to turn to the woman who was running my section, and I say, so I just fold it and put it in the envelope, right? And this old guy who has been lingering around, who's like supposed to be there to help with the election, but he's not like running one side or the other. He's just like floating around, giving people advice from like 30 years ago for stuff that doesn't really apply to the election process anymore. And he came up to me at the beginning when I was at the table, and the woman who was running my section of the room had to keep correcting everything he said because he was using old information. So he comes over to me and he says, don't fold that. And he takes my ballot out of my hand and he grabs it and holds it like this. So like the names are facing his chest on the ballot that I just cast. And he's talking to me. The woman sees him take it out of my hand and runs across the room to us and says, no. He just came out of the booth. That's a provisionary ballot. And the guy's like, oh, you voted already? And I was like, you saw me fold the ballot, but you did not see me walk out of the booth as I was folding the ballot? And then on top of that, he takes my votes. So, like, literally, he was like 3 inches from seeing everybody I just voted for. Which is supposed to be illegal if you're a pollster. You're not supposed to be reviewing the votes of a person. That would be the equivalent of him standing over my shoulder when I was in the booth.
Yeah, that's highly illegal.
Right. But because he didn't see it, and I was there, and I know he didn't actually see it, I took it back out of his hands. Actually, no, the woman took it out of his hands and gave it back to me, showed me how to fold it, put it in the envelope, and then we found out, with the excellent technology that we have now, it is a lick-to-seal envelope. About a 12-inch long lick-to-seal envelope, which is just a terrible way to start your morning.
That's a great flavor.
And then, I probably shouldn't say this on the air, but I'm going to say it anyway, because it's already thrown out. But this morning, I found, on my way to leave to go vote, I found my absentee ballot. Because today is the day of the election, I could not have filled it out and mailed it out today in time for my vote to be counted. So my ballot was under a bunch of other papers in my kitchen. So I could have just filled that out and not had to deal with all the other shit at the poll today.
That does sound frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm the only person who had an absolutely flawless voting experience.
Oh, I was in and out in under a minute.
I mean, my experience was fine, except for the wife almost getting us into it with a bunch of his supporters.
I walked in, happened to have my what do you call it, sample ballot in my hand. Lady pointed me to the right direction. Bing it a bang it a boom. I had no idea how these things work. Yeah, feed the thing in there, prints out what you did,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
35 seconds later, and I have done my civic duty.
Yep. Yep.
All you're focusing on now, Joe?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I'm
Oh.
just going to be completely honest with it. Yeah.
You know you're not having any effect on it, right? Like, you're just driving yourself insane.
Oh, I'm already insane.
It's
We're
not.
so fucked.
It's not looking great.
We are so fucked.
Don't easy because there's still the entire left half of this country that hasn't come in yet.
There's a lot of numbers from over there. Let's just spend right now not thinking about that. That's tomorrow's problem. Tonight's issue is let's do a podcast. So let's talk about fun stuff that makes everyone happy.
Well,
A couple of people died this week.
That doesn't make me happy.
Yeah, that was a bait and switch. You see that right there? See what I was doing? Knock it down. Greg Hildebrandt. You may not know the name Greg Hildebrandt, but if you're into comics in the 90s, you probably saw some of his artwork. He and his brother Tim did the second Marvel Legends card line. And not quite as good as the Joe Jusko line, but still very bouncy, powerful artwork. And they did covers for decades for generally not comic books, mostly novel covers. So yeah, that was kind of sad. 85 years old. The one that really sucks this week, Quincy Jones.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Man, the myth, the legend. You don't even realize how much stuff he did until his passing. When produced Thriller and Beat It, We Are the World, The Color Purple, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and scored the movie In the Heat of the Night, just to name a few.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, and also brought Rashida Jones into the world. So like, if nothing else alone, her excellence. But yeah, man. For both of them, very sad. Okay, let's kick it back up, right? Let's get into a normal show.
I mean, there ain't much to talk about tonight.
Yeah. Let's see, as far as casting goes, I only have two, and they're for the same friggin' show. Kelly MacDonald, another person you may not know by name, but you've probably seen her face and stuff, but you've definitely heard her voice if you watched Brave. She's the voice of Merida. She was in Train Spotting. She's been in a ton of stuff. In Finding Neverland, she played Peter Pan. She will be in Lanterns as Sheriff Kerry, a no-nonsense woman deeply devoted to her family. So probably not a lantern wielder. And Garrett Dillahunt, who definitely don't know him by name, but if you ever watched Raising Hope, it was a fun show that lasted for like 4 or 5 years. He was the dad in that. His 18-year-old son got a girl pregnant.
Ah, yes, that show.
She went to jail, I think. So he had to help raise the kid. He'll be playing a modern-day cowboy on the same show. So yeah, this whole fucking Lanterns thing is looking to be a bit odd. Trailers. Got a new one for the Skeleton Crew. It looks adorable.
It does look good.
I'm not happy with the fact that they used a song from the real world.
I'll say this one swayed me a bit more than that first one, but I still don't know how I fucking feel about this thing. I agree with you. Using a song from our world for this, just it
takes you out of it.
Yeah.
It's like using a Jay-Z song for Gladiator 2.
It's very much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like using a Jay-Z song for The Great Gatsby.
Yeah. I just don't understand why they do these things. It doesn't look like a Star Wars movie.
Yeah. It's
Well, it looks like it.
It's
It's
very.
just the sound takes me out. And it's not even like they used the whole song. That's the only thing I'm okay with. They didn't use the lyrics, so it's basically just the tempo from Major Tom.
Just like.
Still, you know the tempo.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird to me. It's very.
As long as they don't use it in the show.
It's very bright and shiny.
It's very bright, very shiny.
You know what I mean?
Oh. And you have a problem with this, Justin? being bright and shiny.
In that world, yeah.
Hmm.
Well, it looks like where they start is going to be. It's going to be very homogenized, but these kids are definitely going to end up in the ass end of space eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
Now-
juxtaposition should be good.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but does the little blue elephant thing remind you of Hooter from Captain EO?
It's the same
Not too
species.
far off.
Same species, isn't it?
No, it's the same species as Max Rebo.
Max Rebo, yeah.
Yeah. I'm totally interested.
That was a Star Wars spin-off they should have done.
Mm.
Captain EO.
I'm pretty sure it had nothing to do with Star. Well, it had the Lucas part. But
Yeah.
They could have tied it in.
They could have easily tied that shit in.
I'm very happy they didn't.
I'm on Team Vinny.
Did you guys know, I read recently that
You agree on the worst stuff.
he was supposed to buy Marvel sometime before he passed.
Jackson?
Yeah. Apparently he had a deal in place. It was either that or I think it was either before he bought the Beatles, it was between the Beatles and Marvel, or like he was going to continue to pursue Marvel because he wanted to play Spider-Man. That was something he really wanted to do. And what better way to be Spider-Man than just quiet?
Are you telling me there's a universe out there where Michael Jackson played Spider-Man?
I
Jane, come fly with me in my webs.
I can swing. No, you don't want to fight me. That's ignorant.
You just hear all throughout the city. Whee!
No, I want to kiss you upside down. Who's your friend? Flash? Can I kiss Flash?
No, I have a nose. My face isn't flat. Stop it. Stop it.
I'm a white boy from Queens.
Aunt May, quit it.
Uncle Ben, you're not my father. Stop acting like my father.
Uncle
I'm gonna
Ben
go rest
is
my
not my
muscle
father.
Oh God. Yeah, but that would be so good. There's a universe where Leo was Spider-Man
I know that
and
universe.
Michael Jackson.
I would have loved to have seen Spider-Man moonwalk up a building and have the side of the building light up every time his foot hits the floor.
Oh my God. Who would you cast like as his Willem Dafoe, his Green Goblin?
His actual father.
Yeah, Joe Jackson.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh man, he went there.
He's the kingpin. I don't know. You think
Oh,
he'd
true,
be-
true, yeah.
Jermaine would be the Green Goblin. Tito would be Harry.
That's ignorant.
No.
So good. Every time he thrusts, he does like a. That's his
Every
special
time,
move.
instead of flip, it comes out.
Oh,
Hold on.
God.
So we were at a Halloween party over the weekend, and I wore my Scarlet Spider cosplay from a few years ago. Now, the temperature's been very funny lately here in Jersey.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
hot.
Colorado.
It's hot for 3 days, and then it's cold, and it's hot. Saturday evening was chilly. So I got there, I was jeans and a t-shirt.
It didn't start that way. It was a pretty warm day.
It was a warm
and then
day.
As soon as the sun went away, it did what it usually does.
So I was like, I'll put the costume on when I get there. I'm not going to drive in a fucking bodysuit. So we get there. I changed. I'm outside for a little bit. And the wind started to kick up a little bit. Not like super windy or anything, but there was a breeze.
It was brisk.
And let me tell you, my organic web shooter was freezing.
You had an innie?
It was getting there. And I had shorts on. My boxer briefs, and the bodysuit. I think I lasted maybe 30 minutes in the costume. And I was like, I'm done. Went inside, changed. Also, because the hands are not like gloves, it's all one suit. I couldn't pick anything up to eat.
You can't do shit.
No, you can't. Everything slides right out of your fucking hands.
It's the most unrealistic thing about any character that wears gloves.
Yeah.
Of any kind. How you can operate anything with your fingers.
And so I had to change. and then rock some beer pong for a little bit. And that was fun.
The only other trailer was Hard Eyes, right? Heart.
We have Heart Eyes, and I have two other ones. One I dropped in the group yesterday.
Okay, well, Hard Eyes looks heart. I feel like I'm saying Hard Eyes, but no, Heart Eyes. And Heart Eyes is a new serial killer. He's our new Jason or Ghostface or whatever the fuck, and he's got hearts over his eyes. And if all of the kills are as creative as the one they show in the trailer, this could be an evolution in slasher films, because that was pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
A couple fucking in the back of a station wagon, so you know this is a
As you
period
do.
piece. They don't make station wagons anymore. Shoves something through the guy's mouth, and then shoves the girl's head on top of the thing, and yeah.
Yeah.
Then you see another couple through that, and that's creative cinematography. This could be a fun experience had. What were the other two?
Sweethearts on Max. I put that in there yesterday. It was the college, like, two friends go to college and they come back home and they have to break up with their significant others because they just want to fuck. Not each other at first, but you know how it goes. It looks fun. Kieran Shipka's in it. And then the Marvel Studios Future of Marvel.
Oh wow, that's right.
Thing
I forgot
dropped.
that was this week.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Can't even really call that a trailer. That was a synopsis of the next year and a half. Everything looks pretty cool.
Duh.
I got nothing to complain about.
Fucking Wonder
What
Man.
if season 3 coming out at the end of the year?
Wonder Man. Ironheart.
Kind of blown away that they figured out how to get him into the classic Simon Williams red pea coat
Yeah.
with like a black belt, but they're doing it.
Yeah.
And the black turtleneck. It's happening. It's weird that he's going out for the role of Simon Williams. I wonder he's going out for the role of Wonder Man as if this is going to be him not being a superhero and it's kind of like a superhero movie within a superhero movie, I'll be a little annoyed with it. But we get more Trevor Slattery, so
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Deadpool and Wolverine drops on the 12th.
Yep, next week.
That's cool. I can watch it.
No,
now.
you'll be able to watch it whenever you want and still not be able to.
Well, no, it's easier. We could break it up, at night. Yeah, that's trailers.
It is trailers. Okay, reviews. Has anybody heard anything about The Substance?
Yeah.
Am I the only person here who has seen The Substance?
So far, yes.
Yeah.
But I heard fucked up.
It is possibly the most fucked up movie I've seen in years. I equate it to Requiem for a Dream meets Fear and Loathing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Two real head spinners.
Yeah.
If it was directed by David Cronenberg. Because that is all the influences going on here. Oh, yeah, and a little bit of Shining. Because the guy really likes to use, or she, the director, really likes to use carpet patterns to establish motifs in certain places. Who is interested to see it? Like, who doesn't want it spoiled?
I don't care. You know me. I don't
care.
I've never heard of it, so go ahead.
Okay, so if you don't know much going into it, spoilers, the concept is Demi Moore is a woman turning 50. She's actually 60 in real life, but she's turning 50. She's basically Jane Fonda, has one of those exercise shows, and has hit the point where Dennis Quaid, as the creepy-ass station manager, who is only shot with fisheye lens to make him even creepier, fires her and is getting ready to hire her replacement. This is at the same point where she hears about this substance stuff that's supposed to give you a new lease on life and give you a new you. What it does when you inject it into yourself is literally make a new version of you out of your body. a younger, prettier, smarter, all your everything's more positive. But they literally come out of your back. Like your fucking skin splits and this thing is born out of you. And then you've got to maintain a balance. 7 days on, 7 days off. Because there's a certain substance that builds up in the body that's needed to maintain this new creature, this new person. Well, it doesn't take long for this balance to be abused and for Demi Moore's body to turn into fucking Golem. And the battle between the two of them when they're in control of their time is the crux of the story. It's primarily about how women are objectified and used and disregarded, but there's also kind of a subtext in there about how we screw ourselves over in the future by not taking care of ourselves when we're young. You can kind of see that subtext in there throughout. Everything about it's uncomfortable. If you want a good sci-fi horror experience, check this shit out. The only downfall, some of the makeup effects aren't that great. Like, what Demi Moore looks like after she's gone through the ringer, you could tell it's makeup. It's not subtle. It's not really well done. And so, like, you can kind of see the seams at certain points. So, it's not... everything about it's not perfect. You can tell it's a bit budge at times. But as far as story goes, fucking incredible. Highly recommend. Who else has got something else before we go into the group project?
I saw Trapped.
I almost put it on.
It's pretty good.
Was it?
They pretty, you know the plot, so like you kind of just, how does it end, pretty much?
I've seen the ending.
It's fine. It kind of leaves it open to potentially have another Unbreakable Glass type, what is it, franchise, I guess they can call it. But he was good. Dude, he played the goofy dad, like almost like too nice dad, where like people just were like, oh yeah, this guy's normal. Like you kind of know those kind of people, and you're like, that guy definitely puts a dildo on his chin and goes to town on somebody or something.
That doesn't make him a bad person.
Well, no, but like I knew a guy who he kind of came off that way, where like he's very proper. But there's something a little fake and off about him. But like he had a wife and kid. He had 2 kids and a wife, and like it seemed normal on the surface. And then later we found out he was a predator of sorts. And then you go, there's that lifeless disconnect you saw in the back of his eye. And you kind of see that with this character. So, like, I've seen it firsthand, so I think Josh Hartnett actually knocked it out of the park.
It's a lot better than they give him credit for.
Yeah. But what happened, like, in, like, the 2000s, like, after, like, 30 Days a Night and, like, Slevin, he just kind of, like, was like,
He did
off.
He did Penny Dreadful.
Yeah, I think he went to TV
that.
Yeah.
That show started off so good, and then season 2, they were just like, how can we make this into a softcore porn?
Pretty much. Guess what? Everybody's fucking.
Yeah. Do you have a boner? Well, guess what? You're gonna.
Game of Thrones, what? Hold my beer.
And George R. R. Martin was probably watching that, and he's like, good idea.
Dick. And more dick.
And lots of it.
All the dick we can stand.
It's not June. It's Penny Dreadful.
Alright, yeah, I have some things. I continue to be going through Hysteria on the Peacock. Still very good. Still no idea what the fuck's going on. I called the church cult thing. I knew they were behind a majority of it, but like I'm still not sure if there's an actual paranormal presence or not.
Like, didn't the first episode show a paranormal presence, or
Yeah.
could that have been a hallucination?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, all these motherfuckers got rashes. You know what I mean?
No, I haven't watched since like the second episode.
Oh, okay. No. I started watching Time Cut on Netflix.
What?
So remember Totally Killer on Prime? I was like, hey, this is really fun. Time travel slasher movie came out last Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Time Cut is pretty much the same thing. But not good. I gave it a try. I got about 35 minutes in. And then I was just like, no. It's taking itself too serious, where Totally Killer was like, fun. Because, like, how serious are you going to take a time travel slasher movie?
Is this the butterfly effect to the other one's Idle Hands?
I guess.
As far as seriousness goes?
I mean, Totally Killer wasn't as haha as Idle Hands. I don't know. Just couldn't get through it. So instead I watched another episode of Dan to Dan. And that shit's just goofy, crazy. And of course...
Oh, that's your weird anime show?
Yeah. It's fucking weird.
You started the Penguin yet?
I was about to start it today, but then I started Time Cut. And then I wish I got to the Penguin. Which is weird to say.
I feel like I'm the only one that gives a shit about this show.
Yeah, I really want to watch it. I hear such great things about it. I
hear-
have to like.
I hear they kind of fucked themselves for the last episode, though.
Really? How so?
Spoilers, I guess.
Well, I mean, I imagine how it ends is how I think it should end, but the way this show's going, his antagonist is, like, smarter than him. And, like I said, she's, acting-wise, she's great, but, like, I wish it made a little more sense, her rise. It just fucking doesn't. And I'll just leave that there because you guys haven't watched it yet.
There was something that happens in
that
the last
mindset.
episode where a certain character in that universe should be taking notice now, but the show has already stated that character is not going to be on the show,
Yeah.
which is really weird considering what the fuck happened in that last episode.
Well, I don't know. It's definitely not like a couple days after the event either, because, like, you can argue that, all right, he got shot with a shotgun like 6 times, so his body's a little bit beat up. Granted, his body might be beat up for a long fucking time. Like, who knows how long his body
Yeah,
needs
I'm
to
not
recover
saying-
from all that shit.
All the stuff prior to the end of the last episode is fine. Like, that could all happen under the radar. He's busy with other shit. But, like, when you blow up a fucking city block,
Yeah, he would have came out. for
Batman's
that
going
one.
to show up.
Yeah, well, he might. I mean, I guess he might. They might just show like a silhouette in the final episode or something. Because, like, that, it does make no sense. He's
That's
just
lame.
not there.
That's fucking lame.
Like, or at least you haven't even seen the bat signal in the sky. God damn it!
Yeah.
And you have to figure too, like, why isn't Commissioner Gordon in this? This guy,
Yeah.
that guy's in a lot of shit.
Yeah. But hey, Agatha, right?
Agatha was phenomenal.
I told you. I fucking told you she'd get redemption.
It's interesting. They figured out a way to give her redemption while making her a bigger asshole than she ever was.
But yes and no. Like,
Now that you know how she used her child's creation to kill so many witches,
yeah, but
she's a big asshole.
for like a valid reason.
No,
Bro, She lost her kid.
Okay. Does that mean you gotta kill all these witches?
Listen, to keep death off her ass? Yeah.
So
I'm not
it's
saying.
valid
Listen,
to kill a lot of people so that you can stay alive. That didn't deserve it.
listen. That's how wars are won, right?
That is not even vaguely an argument.
I think she got her redemption. I think her story came round. I'm happy with it. I'm like when he started having the realization in his room about all the bits of memorabilia he has and like the road, I was like, why am I so fucking stupid?
I don't think any of us should have seen that coming. Even though they did tease a handful of stuff, like Agatha's expression when the road opens. There's a lot of moments in there that they gave you the teases, but we went into it knowing the twist we thought we were.
Right.
We were all sitting there like, oh, you're all going to be so surprised when you find out who this kid is. And then they start revealing it early, and you're like, all right, there's still a couple episodes left for more reveals about this kid. Oh, and they do it. Cool. Yeah, but when they usual suspects that thing and he's just going around the room figuring out his role in the Witch's Road, yeah, you do feel kind of silly. Like, I really should have seen that shit coming. But it was done so well that, no, I don't feel that stupid. The shit with her kid is heartbreaking.
Yeah, that was awful.
But literally just buried the kid and then using the story to further her own ends. It's a great way to keep her around, but make her a non-threat, the way this whole thing ended. She'll be involved, but she won't really... You don't have to be concerned that she's going to try and fuck anybody over. She's content with her lot in life now. It's pretty great. I have no news.
I've got a handful of things. Joe,
Yeah.
the director of Godzilla
Yes.
-1, is coming back for more.
Dude, you're going to get us in trouble this time.
Oh, the G cells are on. What's her name?
No, I don't want that. Don't continue that movie. Just leave that one be. Do a different one. It's fine.
You don't want them to continue that universe?
Not at all. That movie's fucking near perfect.
I agree. It is definitely it's phenomenal. But I'm curious on the cells.
No.
It took a little bit for Toho to actually be like, okay, yeah, we're doing this.
Yes. And like, I'm glad they did, and they're glad they did. Universal announced Jurassic World Rebirth is heading to theaters in 2025. Rogue One's Gareth Edwards will direct the film. Set 5 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion, the planet's ecology has proven largely...
We already covered this one.
What?
This is the Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali Jurassic Park movie?
Yeah, but we talked about the plot?
Yeah.
Did we?
Diarrhea.
They already dropped footage for it.
We talked about the plot of this.
Yeah.
Did we shit on it? Because it's stupid.
Well, they're going for 3 specific dinosaurs or something?
Yeah.
Like on a dinosaur hunt?
Yeah. Yeah, this is dumb. Maybe I blocked it out. Maybe I blocked it out the first time because it's really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
After
my idea still stands. If they just merge it with Fast and the Furious, you revitalize both franchises. Vin Diesel driving in like a 1970 Camaro with Velociraptor around him. Like, tell me that's not the action shot you have in the trailer.
Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, the movie.
Does sell itself. It's like it was already written.
Yeah. For the first time in 50 years, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is leaving CBS. and returning to NBC this year.
Whoa.
I know. That's how light our news is that I had to pick up something about the Rudolph animated special. Also, to plug our own Rudolph special, coming to you this Christmas season.
That was smooth.
Thank you. Peter Ramsey, director behind Into the Spider-Verse, is working on an original anime with Studio Gonzo, the studio responsible for Afro Samurai, which is a damn good anime. The first project is a movie titled Ripper, and the second is an anime series named Hotaru. The former project is described as a noir thriller, while the other is said to be a sci-fi adventure. So there's that to look forward to. And a new movie set in the universe of The Fly. It's coming. And it's not coming from Cronenberg.
There wasn't much of a universe of the Fly going on to begin with. There's like 1.5 movies. Are they saying they're going to continue the Brundle story?
Loading. Deadline broke the pretty intriguing news on Monday that Nikyatu Jusu, best known for the well-reviewed 2022 horror film Nanny, is developing a new film based on Cronenberg's 1986 classic, but the report stressed the new project that Jusu wrote and will direct for 20th Century Fox is set in the universe of The Fly rather than being a straightforward remake. So I'm assuming, yeah, it's a sequel. Joe, she's gaining traction. So
She is.
feel.
Dude, do you see like the 4 different, like everybody's saying something
Everybody's
different.
got something different.
It's so stupid. I'm trying to find
That's
like
why.
the one.
That's why it's hard to track it now. You got to wait until like 11, 12 to really pay attention to the numbers.
Oh yeah, Callie's gonna. We know.
Yeah, well, that's probably what's going to get her the fucking win anyway.
And then they're going to do the overnight mail-in ballots in the white vans with tinted windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the end of regular news. The last thing I have already is food news.
There was something foodie I wanted to talk about.
There is something foodie I'd like to talk about before we get into the main food news, and that is, kids, the day has finally come. Sinful Creations by Justin is offering full catering now. And I'm going to preview the menu for you, because we need to fill time, and I'm going to plug my shit. So, don't roll your fucking eyes at me, you twat.
I'm not. Get over yourself. I'm rolling my eyes at my wife.
There is a little echo.
Yeah, it's been that way for a few minutes. On the appetizer menu, we have pot stickers, pork or vegetable, antipasto skewers, delightful little mouthfuls of olives, cheeses, and meats selected by our chef, tomato bruschetta, chickpea fritters, come with homemade tzatziki sauce, an antipasto platter, a selection of assorted cheeses, meats, and various accoutrements picked out by our chef. Crispy chicken tacos, shredded chicken and cheese inside of a corn tortilla, pan-fried until crispy. Chicken with waffle sliders and sausage stuffed mushrooms. Under salads, mixed green salad, spring mix, cucumber, shredded carrots, grape tomatoes, croutons. Caesar salad, and my seasonal salads. The fall selection is pear gorgonzola salad with maple bacon, with maple balsamic vinaigrette. The winter salad is bacon, apple, and feta salad with honey balsamic vinaigrette. The spring salad, strawberry salad with almonds and poppy seed dressing. And the summer salad is a berries and goat cheese salad with champagne vinaigrette. You can get couscous salad, chickpea salad, pasta salad, potato salad, roasted potato salad, and macaroni salad. These sides available: roasted vegetables, roasted potatoes, red skin mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, sausage and cornbread stuffing, rice pilaf, sauteed vegetables, steamed broccoli, roasted turmeric cauliflower, and steamed white rice. Under pastas, the sauces available are meat sauce, marinara sauce, vodka sauce, pesto, cream sauce, garlic and oil, butter and parmesan, baked ziti, lasagna, stuffed shells, available in meat filling or spinach and ricotta, and a vegetable noodle stir fry. Get yourself some chicken parm, chicken cacciatore, chicken with roasted garlic cream sauce, chicken stir fry, Hawaiian chicken, chicken marsala, meatballs, meatloaf, grilled flank steak with chimichurri sauce, steak tacos, grilled skirt steak piled into a corn tortilla topped with jalapeno lime crema and pickled red onion. Get some delicious London broil served with a tomato and herb butter sauce. Pork Milanese, Caribbean pork loin. That's pork loin marinated in fruit juices, rum, and spices, then grilled and topped with mango salsa. Pork shoulder tacos with salsa verde and lime crema. Barbecue pulled pork, sausage, peppers, and onions, eggplant parm, vegetable chili, chickpea sloppy joes. These are vegan offerings. Vegan crab cakes, and that's what's on the menu. That's Sinful Creations by Justin Catering. You can only get that if you're local in Jersey, because I can't ship that shit nationwide without some kind of deep freezing apparatus and dry ice. And we're not at that level yet. Now let's launch into our favorite segment of the night. Over at Baskin-Robbins, they dropped their Thanksgiving menu. They have an eggnog ice cream and a Brie My Guest, which is a brie and burrata flavored ice cream with almonds, pistachio, and apricot swirls. Joe, I need you to focus. We're on food news. Okay? Turn the screen off just for 5 minutes. You're driving yourself crazy. You're looking paler than normal.
Why would you do this to yourself? Like, sit there and...
He's going to be up all night. I know him.
You know it.
Yeah, I know you.
I work for the government, and I gotta hear this shit all the fucking time.
I know, Joe. We're not going to know anything for sure until later. We're not even going to know legit until tomorrow morning. Just breathe. Breathe, baby. Breathe. The ice cream turkey cake is back at Baskin-Robbins. Yeah, ice cream flavor of your choice, decorated with sugar cone legs and covered in caramel praline glaze. We have some new food-scented candles at Walmart. Fresh slice of pizza, first sip of Diet Cola, popcorn garland, blazing hot chips, country fair corn dog, and dill pickle.
Blazing hot chip sounds good.
First sip of cola, huh?
Yes, first sip of cola is a
How
smell.
does that work?
If it doesn't tickle my nose, I'm
Pissed.
returning.
Gonna be pissed. Starry, the replacement of Sierra Mist, is getting a cranberry variant of its own for the holiday season. Popeyes! You can get Popeyes Cajun-style turkey. Order online at thecajunfix.popeyes.com. Pickup available, pre-cooked. Just thaw, heat, and serve. And you can order your sides separately from Popeyes if that's what you want to do to yourself. IHOP's pancake of the month is maple bacon pancakes. Buttermilk pancakes loaded with bacon and topped with maple glaze, diced bacon, a bacon strip, and whipped cream. Because nothing says bacon like whipped cream.
This is nope.
Hitting stores spotted at Costco first is Cheetos Snowy Cheese Balls, the white cheddar cheese balls,
Okay.
and Vlasic Pickle Balls, dill pickle corn puffs. I'm against this as a pickle person.
I'm completely tired with the whole pickle push.
Exciting news in the ice cream world for fans of Nutella and Ferrero. Nutella ice cream is going to be hitting the store soon. It is pints of Nutella and vanilla ice cream swirled together with a shell of Nutella on top of it. There's also Kinder Bueno cones. I'm all about this.
They should fuse the words together and call it Nutshella.
Boom. You heard it here, folks. Fucking innovator. The Wendy's fall menu drops November 12th. You can get the mushroom bacon cheeseburger and a salted caramel frosty, if you so choose. Giant Hello Kitty jumbo gummies. at Five Below. General Mills put out a Friends cereal. I don't know about you, but this sounds like it's about 10 fucking years too late.
Probably closer to 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It is whole wheat corn flakes, vanilla bean latte cereal.
I see what they did there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
General Mills also jumped in their time machine, went back to the 60s, and brought back Twinkles.
That was what I went back.
Star-shaped sweetened corn cereal with vanilla and butter cookie flavor.
I'll try the fuck out
Yeah,
of that.
we're going to have to get a box of this shit. You had me at butter cookie.
I've never heard of Twinkle.
It's because you're too young to have heard about fucking Twinkle.
I don't get that. That might be the last time I hear that in my life.
Twinkle? Or
No,
you're not
too
old.
young
You're
to
too
have heard
young.
about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because you was not born in the 60s, bruh. Mountain Dew has Game Fuel, 2 new flavors of Game Fuel hitting the stores. Cherry Citrus, Dew with a blast of citrus cherry flavor, and Citrus Blackberry, a blast of natural and artificial blackberry, black raspberry, and blackberry flavor. So that's a thing you could get. Hershey's almost had a really good win here for the holiday season. They put out their own version of Play-Doh. And it's chocolate scented. There's Kisses and Reese's scented ones. Here's the problem. It's not edible.
That's stupid. But it's not toxic.
This is a bad move all around. You can't make something like that smell so good.
Right. Yeah.
Although, maybe it's a great business deal. Maybe it's a smart idea because the kids will eat the Play-Doh. It won't actually hurt them, and the parents will have to buy more Play-Doh.
Maybe. Walmart's got a plethora of seasonal goods under the Better Goods banner. They have a Holiday Classic Peppermint Bark,
Bless you.
a Sleigh Ride Mix, looks like a bunch of chocolate assorted pretzels and graham crackers, Belgian chocolate truffles, maple praline mini nut bars,
Yeah,
chai mini nut bars, and gingerbread mini nut bars. Fabuloso, the floor cleaner, is putting out a Christmas scent.
Did you just say floor cleaner?
Yes, Fabuloso.
Are putting out a Christmas what?
Scent.
What does this have to do with food news?
Nude was light, motherfucker. For those of you that enjoy it, A Christmas Story has its own fudge on the shelves this year. Oh, fudge. In creamy chocolate fudge and chocolate walnut fudge.
For those of you who like it, like 99% of humanity.
Hey, listen. I didn't say anything wrong. I just said for those of you that like it. I'm not a fan of that movie. This one's a winner. Bluebell ice cream, available in Walmart, has their Christmas cookie flavored coming out. Fudge cookie flavored ice cream with chocolate chip, snickerdoodle, and sugar cookies, red sprinkles, and a green icing swirl.
Wow.
I want this in my mouth.
Sounds like a lot of different conflicting flavors. Well, not necessarily, but like a lot of flavors.
Yeah.
There's a lot of flavors. Faux
I want an
show.
ice cream sundae.
Yeah, sounds good. Gonna have to probably eat my fucking feelings tomorrow.
I drove by the ice cream place Hoffman's in Manasquan, but it's at this weird intersection, and I see it coming up on my left, and I just was like,
It's so
Nice.
good though. Hoffman's is good.
I know, it was
Hoffman's is good.
it's so they forks the road, and it's right here where it's about to fork, and I'm just like, I'm not going
Too much
there.
effort.
Well, getting out would just be a bitch. So I was like, I'm not going there.
Jet Puffed has their snowman and peppermint marshmallows. Coming back this season, French vanilla marshmallows is the snowman flavors, and of course, the peppermint is peppermint. And the last bit of food news for tonight. Coca-Cola Freestyle has a bunch of new flavors. Sprite Cherry Pineapple Punch, Coca-Cola Tropical, Sprite Pineapple, and some tropical holiday flavors for other drinks. Because nothing says Christmas like tropical flavors.
Well, Melikaliki Laka is the Hawaiian way.
Come on, I want to lay ya. Pass the boy.
Yeah.
I'm a kind of kinky. You like a lick of pee-pee?
Come on, I want to lay ya.
Alright. Douches and nerds. Nerds and douches.
Yeah.
My douche this week. I don't know if it's Guerrilla Games I should be annoyed at, or the company they hired to update Horizon Zero Dawn, Nixus, but they didn't do a great job. I mean, it's only like a 7-year-old game, so it should look great to begin with, but they upgraded it to PS5, and now the mouths don't match the dialogue.
Ooh.
And the expressions aren't matching the dialogue. And there's a lot of drop-in. Stuff just popping up when it shouldn't. And characters walking around in circles. And enemies not attacking properly. And on top of all of this stuff, I can now no longer play the PS4 version. It's blocking me from playing the other version.
Yikes.
And something makes me think that has to do with the fact that if I go in there and check, I'll see a much smoother running, better version of this game that's 7 years older. Yeah. This really kind of pisses me off, Sony, so fuck you.
Yeah, suck a fucking dick. Fuck you.
Right?
Ex-Disney employee accused of hacking menus to alter allergy info.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
major douchey.
A former Walt
fucked up.
Disney World cast member has been accused of hacking into Disney's restaurant software to alter allergen information, removing warnings for peanut allergies. Michael Schur, who was let go in June, was accused of using his personal computer to hack the menu system and access 14 Disney cast members' accounts, even reportedly visiting the home of one of them, according to an affidavit by FBI Special Agent Timothy Callahan. As a person who suffers from food-related allergies, fuck this guy so hard.
What was his angle?
He was pissy because he got fired because he was a dick.
But he still had clearance after he was fired?
He got current employee, like he stole employee. So he was a manager, I believe. So he had account access to underlings.
So his manifesto would read something like, "They'll fire me today, but I will kill these random people that are allergic to peanuts."
Yes.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's about to. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's douches. I want to give a big thanks. It just came out this week. I'd never heard of it before. That if it wasn't for Eva Longoria, we wouldn't have John Wick.
Yeah. She put a lot of money down.
Yeah. Only for the first one, though. That's your only regret in
Yeah.
the situation, that she didn't invest in the other three. That would have also made her millions upon millions. Personal shout-out to my lady friend for getting me a $25 PSN gift card this week. She knows me so well.
Oh, that's very cute.
But the true nerd of the week, the winner of Halloween every time, Heidi Klum.
Yeah.
Heidi Klum cannot be stopped. She will not be stopped. When it comes to Halloween, she will never be topped. She hired someone to make her E.T. for Halloween. And they did it. No other way to say it. They fucking turned her into E.T. You had to look directly where her eyes were to see where they were hidden. It was so perfect. So beautiful. She's such a fucking Halloween stan. Absolutely.
A possible big fuck you to this country, though.
Oh, yeah. Really let me down today.
all the way around. Like,
Living in America.
they're going to have total control.
Yep.
Yeah. And I just bought an electric car. I'm morally fucked.
Running into the ground, folks. What do they care? They're not going to be
I
here.
really don't fucking get it. I don't get it.
Pennsylvania just flip-flopped again, so that's good.
Good.
Well, if there's any consolation, his cabinet with Tulsi and RFK wouldn't be all bad.
Oh, yeah.
Sure it wouldn't.
And Elon Musk and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I mean, Hulk Hogan, his job is probably just, cool factor.
So cool.
Sunglasses, bandana, handlebar mustache. I mean, 1988.
This is... Now, in no way did I think there was going to be a landslide by any means. But, like, this is unnerving. Like, I wonder if this is how it felt to, like, Romans in the know when shit went sideways and like, right before it started to literally burn.
Well, there's a landslide called Gulbekki Tepe. Have you seen this? Have you heard this? Well, it was buried on purpose. It was purposely flooded, or like buried under fucking a lot of rock and dirt and shit on purpose. Now imagine being there, and someone pressed the button, and they go, we're burying it.
Fuck it.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, this is depressing. Let's just end this fucking thing.
Yeah. Joe and I
Well,
will do
it's okay, guys.
Well, good night, everyone, I guess. Kyle would tell you if you like us, but I'm going to tell you, you don't like anything. Except for dictators. Can't wait.
Dictators?
Dictators. That's my upcoming French fry restaurant.
I was going to say, is that like potatoes that look like dicks?
No. It's a themed restaurant.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Themes could be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Anyways. Do those things. Go to TeePublic or don't. Whatever. SinfulCreationsByJustin.com. Buy some stuff. I'm going to need money. I'm about to get fucked in taxes for the next 4 years.
Woo! More taxes!
Yes. Can't wait.
Except for the 1%ers.
At least the billionaires won't be, and that's what's fair, right?
Yes, that's what counts.
Yep, gonna get royally raped.
They need it.
There's a phrase, if the Republicans aren't blasting the ass, you best believe the Democrats are. Taxes and death, baby. Taxes and death.
Woo!
2 guarantees.
Fuck me.
He's gonna militarize the fucking police.
Yeah.
Alright, so, I don't even want to hear the rest of the stuff. I don't even
Yeah,
want to...
fuck bye. YouTube, like us, subscribe.
If
Give
those,
us money so we could be that 1%.
yeah, because people are gonna afford that shit now.
I'm gonna send you guys something to cheer you up.
Is it?
Not likely. The opinions of Nerdy Screwy can be back and forth. Don't worry, next week's will be far more insulting. Unless we get hunted down for saying something against Der Fuhrer.
Fuck. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.